Okay, well, here we go. Streaming Mission 3. And Mission 3 was an interesting one.
Guys,
Is it still messing with my settings?
Oh. Okay.
Cutter preset speed. Okay. Apparently I just have to mess with things later. So yes, Van James with Peppa the Pig taped to his back. I have no clue why that was a thing, but it was apparently a thing. Anyway. The plot of Mission 3 was we had to escort the quote-unquote tank. I've for some reason gone blank on what they actually called the thing. But basically escort the actual tank. We were supposed to have a pilot in there and a gunner, and escort that on a preset path back to Osmond. And at the same time, there was the option for a bunch of people to go off and build what kind of amounts to the BFG, but it was under some weird restrictions of, you know, the humans thought it was a thing where you could only have 10 people doing it, so they kind of, you know, sent a small number of people to do it. And, you know, that kind of didn't end well once the zombies arrived and everyone ran off. Anyway, our group...
Sure!
Oh, by the way, one of the girls there doing stuff was actually offering people a bunch of candy and stuff, so we were like, we were happily obliging, and, you know, if there was fruit roll-ups or any kinds of candy that was there, you know, we were happy to take it. And at the end, one of the actual prizes for that, you know, they gave for one of the people was they looked over, still had a box full of candy, grabbed the box, gave it to the person, and she was so excited and got rid of all of it. Well, just one of the funny things that happened. Anyway, back to the mission. We're again following our local to figure out what was going on, and we did loop slightly south of where we were supposed to go, but we figured, you know, the tank was in this area. We ended up actually missing the tank. Or bulldozer, or whatever our thing was. Which ended up being a good thing for us, because the main group that went and found the thing apparently saw a huge group of zombies and you know, other associated things, and just kind of split off everywhere. So we didn't end up actually finding the thing, and it just turned into a giant chase of us trying to live. Because, as you'll see coming up, there was another fun thing. Mission 3 was great because I got to go and shoot humans. Okay. I should go ahead and explain that part. Penn State, among other things, you know, they will have, like last year they had the space pirates, and then this year they had raiders that were dressed as humans and, you know, weren't playing for the humans. Let's just put it that way. It is one of those things where, in terms of game design, I really do not like, because, you know, if they're going to be humans, aside from maybe some, like, you know, OZ mechanic or, you know, some sort of thing like that, if it looks like a human and is armed like a human and doesn't have anything else signifying it's a human, I mean, it doesn't have anything else signifying that it's a thing within the game. It should just be playing with the humans. It's more of a philosophical difference than anything else.
I think there was a bouncing ball over
it's one of the more frustrating things in our case, because our group, once we got to the point of, you know, oh, maybe there's a thing up here for the tank. Once we got up there and came across a group of humans with
really?
like fully
Not the
loaded
place. Not the place.
Prometheus, modded strifes, etc., and they were shooting at us at the same time that a group of zombies was trying to kill us. It's just kind of frustrating. Let's see. We should be running up towards that area now so you can actually see what was happening. Admittedly, we're running in a bit of a roundabout fashion, trying to figure out what the heck is going on. A group of zombies coming our way, and I just run up to see if there's anything I can play around with. And also, this is the point where I noticed my Blaze of Glory isn't actually shooting as far as it normally would be. But, you know, just have to adjust for that. Full auto strife, yeah. Yeah, as I said, it's more of a philosophical difference. If it's something that's designed to be human versus zombie from the get-go, then yeah, I understand that, and I'm totally fine with that. But just throwing that in, it just leaves a bit of a bad taste in my mouth. Restunning. Admittedly, in that case, he was really helpful because, you know, he was actually counting out loud, so so you could actually tell when to do stuff. Which, I mean, is actually kind of nice. Because, like I said in one of the earlier streams, it's Penn State. We kind of, the idea of spawn distance just kind of goes out the window. If it makes it better, I didn't know till told. Oh, dear lord. I mean, on you guys' end, no. I mean, no hard feelings against you guys if that's your role to do, but, you know, it's still just a difference in just how we like our HvZ games. Because I think I mentioned in one of the... Would have been the last mission? Yeah, the last mission where I was talking about, you know, my loadout, bring this loadout to the mall mutation game. Like, that one started out as a humans versus zombies game. I mean, it was set up a little differently so that, you know, if humans shot each other out, then they could, you know, drop a token, go back and respawn, and people could, like, pick up tokens from other humans or zombies and use those to turn those in for power-ups. It was a neat setup, but the point is, you know, humans versus humans, it was set up to, you know, have them competing against each other, and then once the zombie numbers got large enough, then it just forced the humans to work together, and it just turned into a thing of, will you last long enough to be able to accomplish the mission, or did you make too many mistakes and now the zombies can just stop you from doing anything at all. Yeah. Who was this? This is Mission 3 from Penn State, RZ. So, anyway, now that this group of zombies has been pushing us this way, we just, you know, just kind of go with it and just slowly work this way because, you know, zombies. Up ahead, you'll see where we start getting shot at. I'm sorry. Whenever you have zombies doing something like this, it's just hilarious. It's it just makes the game that much more fun. Thank you guys for doing that. And you can see this part I have a knee on the ground because I actually got shot. So I'm just focused on, you know,
25.
any zombies that are around. Doing that, I think it was 25 seconds. To be completely honest, at this point where they had listed that there was differences in times between friendly fire and if you know, a raider hits you, so on and so forth. At this point, it was basically, I think it's 25 seconds, so I'm just going to be on the ground for 25 seconds. So, we end up moving this way, and we actually realize that there isn't really a way to get out on that side. So we have a group of humans that are stuck here, we have zombies that are encroaching on us, and we have a group of people dressed as humans playing as, you know, raiders nearby. So at this point we realize, well, we're stuck here. The only option we have is just to duck left and get out alive. You see Cody and them charging out. that dive was good. I have to say that dive was really good. So figuring out that we have to just move our way, and
hey guys,
we're looking back like, what the hell, you guys? Follow us. Just have to end up, you know, restunning zombies while people are escaping, because, you know, there's no way we're gonna be, if the objective is up here, which at this point we still had no freaking idea what was going on. At this point, there's no way that we're gonna hold it, so we're just gonna have to escape and hope that if the objective is somewhere, and if another group of humans is somewhere doing it, that, you know, we draw enough zombies on us to at least make it easier. Of course, you know, we'll find out later that it was completely futile, and that, you know,
Don't jump.
and poor Cody's up here getting shot. I got a couple shots in, but more importantly, Cooper just unloaded on a bunch of zombies that were all around them, so technically everyone got tagged before they hit Cody, and Cody's like, you know, wait, what? we all thought he was dead, but, you know, you see from the footage there that he was still just sitting there, alive, and then real short he'll come running up to us and we'll be like, wait, Cody, you're not dead?
We were pulling out because
that was fun.
Trapped. They were just moving.
Yes, Alice, that person has bright orange hair. Yes, and to be fair, we were warned that ahead of time that there would be a person that was there with bright orange hair. Specifically, the mod said that because they were like, we did not realize that someone would have bright orange hair that would be the exact same color as the orange we picked out for our headbands. So they're like, there's nothing we can really do about it at this point. Just no. It was kind of funny. But at this point, you know, they were human, so it wasn't anything to worry about. So anyway, here's us. We end up, you know,
In your shirt.
working this way. We have zombies following us. We have zombies trying to ambush us from different directions. And we figure, you know what, just keep going. At this point, we're just making our own mission. Yes. Of course, dancing zombies make everything better. So, here we are. If we wanted to go back, Osmond would be to the left. Not that building, but the building afterwards. But, you know, it's technically still in the mission, so, you know, why the heck should we go back? So, we end up wandering south towards, you know, the Old Main and all that. And then we try to go onto Old Main and realize, oh, there's another bunch of zombies, and oh, the raiders are there again.
Okay, turn around.
Which we, you know, when it's a small group of humans and you just have a guy spraying a cloud with a Prometheus, you just nope the heck out of there. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's just watch for a minute, and also I can like grab a drink of something. Also, I'm now getting to the content of here we come. I don't feel bad. Well, I mean, I can't blame you for not feeling bad because, you know, if that's that's the role you got given, then, you know, so be it, and, you know, have fun with it. I mean, we still don't like it, but, you know, props for you guys.
Don't make us shoot
like,
you.
get up there. Get up there before we friendly fire you. So here we are wandering towards Old Main because, you know, maybe there's something we can still do. Zombies still running after us somewhat. And that actually ends up being the end of that half of the mission. Because me still trying to figure out OBS and deciding it's just easier to do one thing after another. Properties. Let's browse and bring up this file. Oh look, there's Jack. And we'll give the computer a little bit to catch up with itself since it's loading a however many gigabyte video from memory. So yes, here we are going down Old Main, and this area, by the way, is where they always hold the final stand. Computer's going, I'm struggling. Yeah. In addition to, you know, not firing as far, the Blaze of Glory was like, a lot of the darts were actually going straight, which is kind of interesting. Because I end up buying a bunch of the new version Halo darts, and, you know, firing it out of the modded blaster, it didn't seem to be doing nearly as well. Then again, I don't think I actually used any of the sniper clips or anything at that point. So, you know, it's first time using anything. So at this point, we have all these zombies showing up, and we figure out that, oh, we have the raiders again. They're over there, and you'll see a guy with a Prometheus just start unloading things in our general direction.
Hey, we got some
you know,
pills to the right.
To be fair, we tried to avoid. I'm sure a couple people might have gotten hit by something, but, you know, when you're firing a rifle round that far, depending on where it hits you on the attack gear, you might not actually feel it hitting. That's, you know, the nature of unleashing a cloud of balls. Going this way, trying to, you know, take the stairs easy.
Guys, somebody coming up the side.
So, we end up going this way.
Okay. Work your way up. Come on.
And leaving Old Main, and then, you know,
Okay.
keep up with the group. We can only do so much.
I suggest you hurry back here. Also, people on the right. Aww. It's a good boy.
So here we are. You don't really see any zombies behind us, but that will change soon enough. And also, to be completely fair, at this point we actually end up having, not right here, but once we get across the green space, from that point up to, you know, around the road going towards the briefing room, we'll end up having multiple groups of, you know, visitors, you know, people doing tours, stuff like that. Non-players. We'll have multiple groups of those going through. So the play, it doesn't end up being nearly as exciting for the humans or the zombies as it could have been, because, you know, trying to keep all of our games self-contained.
Coming up, coming up.
As you can see, we have bogeys on multiple sides. Bogeys on multiple sides. Everybody go this way. To be fair, the set of stairs we had up isn't a great choice for humans to use, but, you know, didn't have any zombies up there at the time, so it ended up working out. I specifically remember this set of stairs from last year playing as a zombie, because we actually ended up grabbing a bunch of humans in this area.
Okay, move past the people. Let's get to the stairs.
Everyone's careful up the stairs. Start moving in, expecting to, you know, have zombies chasing us, and then, oh, group of humans. Real life humans.
Okay.
Well, people looking at us weird as we pass by. As is normal, you know. Bunch of nerds. Okay, and at this point we're basically getting to the end of the mission time, and at this point, you know, if any human is actually doing the objective, then at this point they've had enough time, and they're pretty much on their own. So this is the point where we decide just, you know, loop back and head towards the briefing room.
Okay, leave them for now. Yeah.
And now that non-players are finally somewhat out of the way, we'll have a few go at it with us once we get across this part of the street.
Oh shit! There's Sorry.
Of course, I'm silly and run along this way. And here we are back in front of Osmond, waiting for zombies to show up. And eventually we just end up making a break for the door and a bunch of us running in.
They're gonna circle around.
You know, hold them back long enough and then, because, you know, game's still going. I check over here because, you know, make sure we don't have anyone coming around.
Right now I'm just seeing if they're coming around.
And zombies finally show up.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Oh my God. Are you alright? Are you okay? Okay. I'm so sorry.
Wait a second.
I'm saving for your
Humans
stomach.
pass. Then I take another shot.
Head.
that part was a bit funny. It looked at me strange. It's like headband. Yeah, at this point, we just break for the door and.
Hey, you're out. You're out of play. Out of play.
And at this point, that's basically where the mission ends. So, I'm going to shut this off again real quick, and then we'll boot up the last mission I have on hand.